Hello students, welcome to today's session, and the topic that we are discussing today is adjectives, the degrees of comparison. In the earlier lesson, we have learned what an adjective is, and also we discussed about the various kinds of adjectives. I hope you are clear with those 6 kinds of adjectives. Before entering into today's topic, let's have a quick revision of what we have learned in the earlier session. Children, all of you please take your English grammar notebook and just copy these questions. After copying these questions, just pause your video and try to answer these questions. Okay, the question is about identify the adjectives and mention its kind. Okay, I hope you have completed your work. Then we can discuss the answers now. Okay, see the first one. The tall tower is the lighthouse. Which is the adjective here? Tall. Tall is the adjective and it's talk about tower. So this is adjective. What kind of adjective? It tells the quality of a tower. Otherwise we can say that what kind of a tower? Yes, it's a tall tower. Then definitely it is adjective of quality. If your answer is correct, just put a tick mark. If your answer is wrong, others please correct it. Okay, then we can move to the second one. I like Belgian chocolates. Here chocolates, noun is chocolates and Belgian is the adjective. Okay, children, this is a proper adjective and this is a proper adjective. Proper adjective also falls under the category of adjective of quality. Yes, adjective of quality. Children, you can write adjective of quality and in the bracket you can write proper adjectives because this word Belgian derives from Belgium. Clear? Then we can move to the third one. There is enough rice for dinner. Which is the adjective? Yes, enough. Because it's talk about the noun rice. Okay, enough rice. This is adjective of quantity. How much rice? Enough rice. At the same time, it is followed by uncountable noun. So definitely it is an adjective of quantity. Okay, then fourth one. My uncle has 3 cars. Okay, which is a noun here? Uncle. Then one more noun, which is that? Cars. Cars and uncle. My uncle. So this is a possessive adjective. Possessive adjective. Whose uncle? My uncle. Then 3 cars. How many cars? 3 cars. It says about the number. So 3 cars. This is adjective of number. Yes, adjective of number. Clear? Okay, then fifth one. Our seat is in the 4th row. Which are the nouns? Find out the nouns. Yes, seat. One more, row. Okay, then our seat. This also possessive adjective. Possessive adjective. Then one more adjective, this row, 4th row. This 4th is derived from the number 4. So definitely it's a adjective of number. Adjective of number. 4th adjective of number. Then this is an ordinal adjective. In the bracket you can write ordinal adjective. Clear? Then we can move to 6th one. This bag is not mine. This bag is not mine. Find out the noun from here. Bag. Bag is the noun. Bag is the noun. This bag. Point out that this bag, saying about a specific bag. So definitely this is demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative. This one is demonstrative adjective. Okay. Next one. This is my bag. See this sentence. This is my bag. Pick out the noun. Bag. My bag. Whose bag? My bag. So my is possessive adjective. This is not an, see this, this is not an demonstrative adjective. Why? Because it is not followed by a noun. Here see the sixth one, this bag. This demonstrative adjective is followed by a noun. In the sixth one, this is followed by bag. But in the seventh one, this, after this, we cannot find any noun. So this is a demonstrative pronoun. Okay, about pronouns we will study later. Next lesson is about pronouns. So that time we will study or learn everything about pronouns in detail. Okay, then ninth one. Please share your meal with me. Which is the noun here? Noun as meal. So your meal. Whose meal? Your meal. So possessive adjective. Possessive adjective. The ninth one. Neither house was occupied. Okay, neither comes under the category of distributive adjectives. Which are they? Each, either, neither, every. Okay, I hope you are remembering those things. Okay, neither house was occupied. Neither is distributive adjective. Distributive adjective also falls under the category of adjective of number. Yes, adjective of number. Clear? Then see the 10th one. Which book is yours? Which is the noun? Book is the noun. Yes. Which is the interrogative. Which is the interrogative adjective. Interrogative adjective. Interrogative adjective. Then let's see the 11th one. Which is your book? Book is the noun and your possessive adjective. Whose book? Your book. So this is possessive adjective. In the 11th question, which is not a demonstrative adjective, which is not an interrogative adjective. Why? Because it is not followed by a noun. In the 10th question, we can see that this which is followed by a noun. So this is an interrogative adjective. Clear? Then 12th one. Each apple was ripe. Apple is the noun. Clear? Apple is the noun. Each distributive. Distributive will fall under the category of distributive adjective will fall under the category of adjective of number. Clear? Then 13th one. I had never seen such a crowd before. Here which is the noun? Crowd. Yes, crowd is the noun and such a crowd. Such is a demonstrative adjective. Can you remember those demonstrative adjectives? Which are they? This, that, these, those, such, yonder, certain. See, such. This one is demonstrative adjective. I hope you all have done well. Now, I hope you all have done well. Now we can look into today's topic. Yes, today's topic is adjectives, degrees of comparison. In the earlier session, we have learned what an adjective is. Tell me, what is an adjective? Yes, an adjective is a describing word. It describes a noun, noun or pronoun. See, adjectives. Adjectives degrees of comparison. Adjectives, degrees of comparison. This is our 8th lesson. Lesson 8, adjectives, degrees of comparison. Children, why do we need degrees of comparison? Why do we need it? We need degrees of comparison to compare two nouns or more than two nouns. Okay? Adjective of degree is used to compare two nouns or more than two nouns. More than two nouns. Children, there are 3 degrees of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Yes, which are they? Positive degree, positive, comparative, and last one, superlative. Okay. In positive, what is this positive degree? In positive degree, we will describe a noun or a person or a thing. We are not at all comparing any noun with any other noun. Okay, we are not at all comparing anything. We will describe a noun. Okay, in positive degree is used for no other comparison. It is used to describe a noun. Okay, it is positive degree is used to describe, not to compare. Remember that positive degree is used to describe, not to compare. Okay, not to compare. Then what about comparative degree? Comparative degree, we will compare two nouns. Comparative degree will compare two nouns. Then what about superlative? Superlative degree will compare more than two nouns. Yes, more than two nouns. Two nouns. Okay, children, see which are the 3 degrees of comparison. First one is positive degree, second one comparative, third one superlative. Positive degree is used to describe, not to compare anything. Then comparative degree is used to compare two nouns. Then superlative degree is used to compare more than two nouns. Clear? For your better learning, let me give one example. That is, just to see the star. Okay, just to see the star. Here, children, here is one. I am drawing one star. So, I can say that, otherwise I can describe the star as, this is a big star. I can describe the star as a big star. Yes, this is a big star. This is a big star. Only one star here is here, no other stars. So we are not at all comparing. So here only one star. Clear? So this big is in positive degree. Yes, big is in positive degree. Okay, then I am trying one more star. Yes, we can see that the second star is bigger than the first star. Yes, the second star is bigger than the first star. Here we can see the comparison between these two stars. Clear? So, comparative degree. What will be comparative form? The second star is bigger than the first star. Then bigger Then let's see which is the superlative form of big. Yes. Yes, just to see this star. This third star is big. This third star is the biggest among all. Clear? This third star is biggest among all. So positive, which is the positive? Not positive, superlative, biggest. Clear? Positive form is big. Here before there were only one star. Okay, only one star. We are not comparing. Then here I have drawn one more star. Then we have compared this star with this star. Then one more star I have drawn. And this one has become the biggest among all. Clear? I hope you are clear with these 3 degrees of comparison. Okay, then let's see. Let's see the rules while changing positive degree into comparative and superlative. Okay, this is the first case. That means formation of comparative and superlative degree. Okay, then here we can see the first rule. Here the first rule. Children, most of the adjectives form their comparative by adding er and they form their superlative by adding est. Okay, what is that? Yes, children, most of the adjectives form their comparative form by adding er and the superlative form by adding est. Okay, we can give enough number of example. Positive, comparative, superlative. Okay. Okay, see this example. Rich, richer, richest. Okay. Then strong, stronger, strongest. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. Children, we can see that we have added er with positive to form the comparative degree. Then we have added est with positive degree to form superlative. This is the first case. I hope you are clear. Then we can move to the second case. That is, the second case is that when a positive ends in e, you just add r with the comparative and st with superlative. Okay, just to see this example. Brave, brave. This positive ends with the letter e. So in comparative you can add brave r, only r. Then in superlative we can add st, because already one e is existing here, so no need of any extra e. So we will add r to form comparative degree and st to form superlative degree. Clear? Okay, which is the second rule. The second rule is that when a positive ends in y, add r with the comparative degree and st with superlative degree. Okay, children, clear? Shall we move to third rule? Yes, third rule is that, third rule, when an adjective ends in y, when an adjective ends in y and that y has a consonant sound immediately before y, then that Y will change into I before adding EST and EST. Okay, clear? Okay, just to see this example, see EC. EC. I hope you have studied about consonants and vowels in lower classes. Okay, this letter, this positive ends in Y. Immediately before it, we can see a consonant S. We can see a consonant. Then what we have to do? Yes, we have to change this Y into I. See, positive will be easy, then easier. See, before adding ER, change this Y into I. Okay, change this Y into I. Okay, clear? Then next one here, easiest. See, here will be easiest. Change that Y into I and add EST. Easiest. Clear? Then one more example, healthy. 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 This positive ends in Y, and before the Y we can see, immediately before Y we can see the consonant H. So Y will change into I before adding ER and EST. Healthier, healthier and healthiest. Okay, healthier and healthiest. Then one more example, wealthy. Yes, wealthy. Yes, wealthier, wealthier and wealthiest. Clear? Okay. Then one more rule. Okay, that is if this Y is preceded by, that means if here instead of consonant, if there is a vowel, what we will do? So one more example, just to see. One more example, gray. Gray. Here this positive ends in Y, and immediately before Y, which one? Vowel. Here we can see a vowel. So not need to change this Y into I. Instead, directly we can add ER and EST along with that Y. Clear? So gray, grayer, grayest. Okay. Then gay, gayer, gayest. Okay. Which is the third case. Third case is that if a positive ends in Y and that Y, and before that I, if the letter is consonant, you can change this Y into I before adding ER and EST. If it is a vowel, before Y, you can directly add ER and EST along with the Y. Clear? Third, I think third rule is clear. Okay. Then we can move to fourth one. Fourth rule, that is, sometimes we can see that some consonants may be doubled. See this, hot, hotter, hottest, big, big, bigger, biggest. Then thin, thinner, thinnest. Okay. What is the rule behind this? Yes, three things you have to keep in mind. First thing is that last letter should be consonant. Okay, last letter should be consonant. Okay, then before the consonant there should be a short vowel. Here we can see which vowel? O. Yes, there should be a short vowel. Short vowel. And it should be a one syllable word. What is a syllable? Do you know what is a syllable? Syllable is the sound of vowels. Okay, in this word we can hear or we can listen the vowel sound only one time. So this is a one syllable word. Hot. O syllable. Which vowel sound you can listen? You can listen one vowel sound, that is O. Clear? Okay, then third one, that should be one syllable. One syllable word. Okay, clear? Hot. See this example, hot. Ends in single consonant. Before that we can see a vowel, and at the same time it is a single or one syllable word. So this consonant will double. Here hot, hotter, hottest. See, big, bigger, biggest. Then thin, thinner, thinnest. Okay children, then we can move to fifth one, that is just think of the adjective beautiful. Can you say the comparative form of beautiful? Will we use beautifier or beautifiers? No, never. So positive beautiful, 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 and more beautiful, more beautiful, and superlative, most beautiful, because this word has more than two syllables. Okay, this beautiful is a word which has three syllables. Okay, most of the two syllables, all of the adjectives which have more than two syllables will form this way. That means comparative degree, with the comparative it will be more will be added, and in superlative most will be added. Okay, clear? Then difficult, 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 then more difficult, more difficult, difficult, and superlative most difficult, most difficult. Okay, then popular, more popular, most popular. Okay, clear? I hope you are clear with this fifth point. We can move to the sixth one. Sixth case will talk about irregular adjectives. What is an irregular adjective? They won't follow such rules. We have discussed many rules that this irregular adjectives never follow such rules. They will form their comparative and superlative in irregular way. One thing you have to by heart those things. Just remember, otherwise you can by heart all those adjectives. Okay, some examples. See, bad, worse, worst. This word is entirely different from the positive. Both words are entirely different from positive. Bad, worse, worst. Then good. Next one, good. Better, best. Okay, then little, 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 less, least. Okay, then much, many, many, more, much. Okay, then much, same only, more, and here most. Okay, much, more, most. You know that many for number, much for quantity. Otherwise, we can say that it will talk about countable nouns and much will talk about uncountable nouns. Clear? Then some more example for irregular adjectives are near, nearer, nearest. Okay, then just to see this one. For, father, not father, farther. That R you have to pronounce. You have to farther. See, farther. R is not silent. Okay, farther and farthest. This means distance, physical distance. Physical distance. This far, farther, farthest. This denotes physical distance. Suppose you are standing here. Suppose you are standing here and this is your friend's house. See, this is your friend's house and this is your house. Then you can say that his house is farther than my house from here. Okay, farther denotes distance. Then same one for further, furthest. Further, furthest. In your textbook, it has written in the bracket position. Just cut that one. Instead, you can add children page number 30. Take page number 30 of your grammar textbook and furthest you can see it is written position. Just cut that one. Instead, you can write in addition to. In addition to. Example, did she give any further information? Okay, further means in addition to, or you can write moreover. Moreover. Okay, clear? The next one is late. Late, later, latest. This denotes time. I will discuss this later. It denotes time. Okay, then one more, late, latter. This word is entirely different from this later. You have to read this later, latter, latter, last. It denotes position. It denotes position. Okay. One example, I prefer, so you can note down one example. I prefer the later offer to the former one. That means I prefer the second one than the second one to the first one. Clear? Okay. Then one more, that is alt. 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 Older. Oldest. Here alt, elder, eldest. Okay. What is the difference between these two? This one, alt, older, oldest, we will use both for persons and things. Okay, both for persons and things. He is the oldest man in our colony. Otherwise, we can say it is the oldest building. Okay, then but in the case of elder, it denotes only person. Persons. Okay? Not about things. It will talk about persons. She is my elder sister. See, she is my elder sister. Example, she is my elder sister. Okay. I hope you are clear with these 6 rules. Children, take your textbook. This lesson is 8, page number 28, 29 and 30. You can read it thoroughly. Okay, one homework, that is page number 30. You can do exercise 1. It's about find out comparative and superlative degrees. Before that, just by heart these things. Okay, I have already discussed 6 rules. Okay, just go through it. Then you can do exercise 2, 3 and 4 also. Okay, children. Thank you. May God bless you.